Ow, ow. Ah, ah. What's a cozy and spicy treat I can serve on a cool autumn night? Betty Crocker's answer, steamed ginger pudding. I'm Melinda and I'm cooking my way through Betty Crocker's 1971 recipe card library. Today we are making steamed ginger pudding, which is from section N, Favorite Family Desserts, card number 14. I think this card looks really cute. I've never had steamed pudding before, but I'm assuming it's kind of like an English style bread pudding. I figured, you hear about figgy pudding at Christmas time, so I thought this would be a nice kind of late fall, early winter treat to try out. I think it's pretty simple to make. You really are just using gingerbread mix, some water, some raisins, serving it with applesauce. What could go wrong? I also love how the applesauce is kind of crowning the dish here. I think it looks really pretty. And it's really simple because it's just, steamed in a cup and then plopped on a dish to serve. So I think it'll be pretty good. Let's give it a try. Let's make our steamed ginger pudding. Before we get started, just want to show my little workstation here, what I've got set up. These are the biggest pots I own with lids. I got these little racks and they're sitting in about an inch of water. And that's how we're gonna steam the pudding. So I'm gonna get started, get these going, get that water boiling, and then we can make the batter. So we are starting with a box of Betty Crocker's gingerbread cake and cookie mix. Never had gingerbread cake before, actually. Get that in the bowl. Smells gingerbread-y. In a large mixer bowl, blend gingerbread mix, applesauce, and water. So we have a 1/4 cup of water going in, and a cup of applesauce going in. Then we beat. We'll be beating on medium speed for 2 minutes. Then we stir in the raisins. So easy. That's a cup of raisins. Stirring, stirring, stirring. Okay, I have 6 custard cups that I've greased heavily. You might notice these cups because I used them recently to make popovers and I failed, but I feel good about these cups really doing what we need them to do for this ginger pudding. I predict that they will be successful. I have no concerns. So I'm gonna take a 1/4 cup measuring cup here and I'm just gonna scoop each one. It just says divide batter among cups. So we'll see how things go here. I don't know how much this is gonna lift, It also says that you can make these in tin cans. It smells so good. It smells like a gingerbread treat. Okay, easy peasy. Now, what are we gonna do? We are going to place cups on rack. Water should not touch cups and cover Dutch oven. Keep water boiling over low heat to steam the pudding in cups for 30 minutes or until wooden pick comes out clean. Now, we got some boiling happening over here. Turn it down. We're trying to steam. We're not trying to boil. I've never steamed a dessert before. I've never steamed anything before. I had to buy these racks so I could steam. I wish I could fit all 6 in one, but I can't. So I got 2 pots going. All right, now we just have to wait 30 minutes and see how they do. We're making a steamed pudding today. These originated from English puddings. They were popular meals in the 17th century for both sweet and savory reasons. You might have heard of black pudding, AKA blood sausages. That's not what we're making today. These types of puddings were often a symbol of wealth. They were served at lavish affairs loaded with eggs and butter and spices and even brandy, all very wealthy, rich ingredients. However, the same methodology was later adopted in Depression-era America for the opposite reason. It was a thrifty choice for a dessert. It used ingredients like prunes or dried fruit, we're using raisins today, which were way cheaper than fresh fruit. You could also use stale bread, sour milk, mashed potatoes, lard, kind of whatever you had on hand at the house. And these odds and ends were combined with a lot of spices and molasses to make it, taste nice and sweet, and it was a pretty modest dessert. In the 30s, home cooks used what they had on hand for the molds, so they often used empty metal cans, like Betty suggests in the recipe we're making today. All right, our puddings are out of the steam bath. And what has happened here is a fascinating science experiment, because the one that was just two in a taller vessel feels much like drier, and you can see even this cake cracked on top. Whereas the ones that were kind of squished four in the shallower dish are much stickier looking. The toothpick came out dry, so I think they're done, but you can see like the top is like glossier, and it took longer to cook. I left them in for 10 more minutes than the other ones to get the cake to come out done. It's just fascinating. There's such a difference in quality here. I wonder which one's correct. I'll try to get one of each out of their cups for tasting. So let's start with one of our kind of drier ones. I guess I'm just gonna kind of flip it into this dish and see what happens. Uh-oh. What if I go around the edge like this? There we go. Let's try one of our wetter looking ones. This one I'm definitely gonna go around the sides because I know that's not coming out. Ow, ow. Ah, ah. I mean, they both look kind of the same once they're out. They both look like the top is more cooked than the bottom. And by that I mean what was on top at the beginning is more cooked than what's on what was at the bottom of the custard cup. We have to top it with a little bit of applesauce, and then we can take a taste. All right, I'm excited to give these a try. Time for a taste. I'm so excited. It smells so good. I bet it's gonna be so warm, so ooey gooey. Oh. Mmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's really good. It's obviously very moist, more moist than any cake I've ever had in my life. The gingerbread spice pairs well with the applesauce. It's very raisin forward. I'm getting a raisin every bite. The raisins have kind of like swollen up with the liquid from the steam, and so they're like kind of like chewy again. They've almost like reconstituted themselves. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I can see why this is called a pudding, because it does have that kind of like ooey gooey pudding consistency, but it's also a cake. It's a pudding, but it's a cake. Pudding, but it's a cake. It's really good. Yummy. That worked out great. They taste amazing. Okay, steamed ginger pudding. This was really good. I can't get over how easy it was. It was just a few ingredients. It was just on the stove for 30 minutes in my Dutch oven, and now I have this beautiful pudding cake. It's so good. I feel like it's both like comforting and cozy, but also a little elegant. I think that's why it makes sense to make around the holidays. I understand the figgy pudding of it all. Yeah, no complaints. This turned out great. I'm kind of surprised that it like came out of the dish like intact and everything. This was a winner. I feel good about this one. It made me really happy. So of course I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 red spoons. All right, back in the box. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, Betty's got lots of ideas for cozy, gooey desserts. So check out banana sticky buns next. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and until next time, happy homemaking.